How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. We are just running the usual. The last couple of streams, I think it went well. We went 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, 5-0, and then went 8-2 in the Mana Traders call. Now we're just jamming some more leagues with this deck. Trying to just get more practice with it, see if the meta will adapt, see if the 75 is still good for the Mana Traders tournament. I might try to play a challenge or two, depending on the holiday schedule. But yeah, there's nothing much more to say. This is the same 75 that we're running back. Um, the cards that are probably on the chopping block are just the one of Damping Spirit, just because it's just contingent on how much Tron we're going to play. We mentioned if the two Torpor Orb should be a Hushbringer or not. It's been kind of relevant that it is Torpor Orb exactly because we've seen decks that we board this in against, and then they have Fatal Push or Path to Exile or whatever. There's also an argument for having Motion Pulse instead of Vindicate, because Motion Pulse can, in theory, answer multiple threats like Rhinos off Crashing Footfalls, can answer Construct tokens, although it just does destroy our own Construct tokens as well. I think being able to nab a land is maybe I'm just being too scared of Tron, but I think just having an out to just Urza Saga before it gets crazy, I think is worth it. Other than the rest of the 75 feels very solid. And I don't see um, I need to necessarily talk more about the deck. There is a modern qualifier in 2 days and 6 hours. When is that? 1, 2. So 6. So that's 1 in the morning on Sunday. Am I doing the math right? Yikes, that's an awful time. An awful time. Don't get any bad ideas. Do not get any bad ideas. I do have the free points, and someone in chat a couple streams ago mentioned just join a limited one, just get free cards. I think that's a good idea. I think I value my sleep. I much value my sleep. This list is super fun though. I'm really excited to play this deck. This deck is just so much fun. This is the most fun I've had in Modern in a very long time. There's just so many lines you can take with this deck, especially with Urza Saga. It's like you have to sequence your lands and think about what land you're gonna play before it just kind of autopilot. You do have to think about it with Mishra's Bauble. If you're gonna play a fetch, if you're gonna play shock or a basic or a fast land. Um, so that sequencing matters, and then adding Urza Saga to the mix of just when you should play this as your second land, because if you're gonna play this as your second land, you're gonna pretty much commit to making constructs on turn 3 and turn 4, or you want to sandbag this for turn 3. It's I look back on a couple leagues that I played, just a couple videos on YouTube, just to see if I did anything wrong, and it's just there's lines I've taken where it's I proactively activate Saga versus proactively just deploying my hand. It's just, and the outcome of the match is totally contingent on that, right? And it's just kind of interesting to see why I pick that at the moment, and then if it's really correct or not. So if one of these lands was a Saga, I would keep this hand. They didn't reveal a companion either. Oh, this hand's so much better. I think we just bought on basic forest. Yeah, we bought on basic forest. So the real question is do we want to save the bauble now? I think we do. I think we want to save the bauble. And we can bauble trick ourselves next turn. I'd rather just save it. Concealed courtyard. Interesting. And we can lead on Inquisition, and then we can see if we want to save the Thoughtseize, and then if we do, we can bauble trick ourselves. Nice. So we get to just essentially we draw a card and you take a card. So you could take one of our discards. Oh, we could also take the Tarmogoyf. Interesting. This percentage was so good. We essentially got a free card off of this. We just undid our mulligan. They take the Inquisition. Interesting. Okay. I guess that makes sense. They had a double bobble hand. It's just so much more mana efficient to play Tarmogoyf here. So let's just get a overgrown. Are we playing the mirror? Oh, how's it going, Rasley? Hope we're doing well, buddy. Are we playing as the mirror? Conceal Courtyard Urza Saga. We could kind of get greedy and play Dark Confidant here and just have like double creature that's like a removal magnet. I kind of like that. Drum. Hey, it's Healthy State Nick. Hope we're doing well. Nice, thank you. Thank you very much. I kind of want to lead on Bob just because we have all this going on. Like, it just pressures them so hard to have removal, right? And starting off career playing Yawgmoth, that is a very challenging deck to play online. I played that deck, I think, for 2 leagues. Yeah, it's a it's a very challenging deck. That's for sure. Lantern, interesting. I did not expect that. Pithing Needle. Okay. Well, we actually wanted this land, because we can deploy our whole land out. We do get to draw extra cards off Bob too, so we're gonna take 0 off Bob. Boop. Swamp. Okay. Kaya's Guile is a card that we can just throw away, I think. So let's get a basic forest. Go drum. Tarmogoyf. Thoughtseize. Ooh, double ensnaring bridge. That's tough. That's a doozy. I'm trying a lot of cards, but we need to find another answer to this ensnaring bridge. So they can make a 3/3, or they could just play ensnaring bridge. Draw a card. I don't remember what was card on Ancient Stirrings. This Bob actually might kill us too, unfortunately. His own Prisoner's Abzan Saga, yeah, exactly. Fatal Pusher is not the card we wanted to draw. Colorless spell, so like thought the Void Walker doesn't help us cast, or doesn't really dig anything with Ancient Stirrings, unfortunately. I mean, we could Void Walker and then put Lurrus in hand. Man, I wish there was a way we can hide this. I guess we can hide the saga. We know they're gonna. There's no real way to interface this nicely. Pithing needle. So they have Stirring's Saga in hand. What are they name? They name Voidwalker? Dothy Voidwalker. That's what they named. Okay, so they cast the Stirrings off that they drew. Okay. Okay. All right, Bobby. Not looking good. I think we might be close to locked out here. The fact that that double bridge really sucks. But they can start like shredding us here. I mean, maybe we can get any of these sentinels and then get in with like a Wither Bloom command. Veiled Saga. Look like we have Outland Liberator in the sideboard. That should help us a ton. This. You know what's on top. So we'll draw a bulb like that. So they can make a construct and block, but we can attack with, we can fatal push it. So getting some use out of these pushes. We could easily get milled out here, though. But we're not out of the woods. Our opponent's not out of the woods yet. We do have a very small out, but we do have outs here. Pixis. Oh, another bridge. Oh, there it is. Saga. Non-Lurrus Saga. Damn it. Damn it. We're probably gonna get milled out just by our own sentinels. Well, we're gonna crack bobble here. Da-da-da-da. So we need go like that. Ah, damn it. I think I'm Miller Saga. Ooh, they're thinking about it. Ooh. Damn it. Damn. I should have played a fetch, I think. Yeah, I should have played a fetch. Darn. Lantern strikes again. What is in our sideboard? EE, Pithing Needle, Outland Liberator, Vindicate. They're probably born in the Lingering Souls. No! We'll see. I mean, we need 2 outers here. That's the problem. Oh? The problem is, like, that means you only have 1 Prismatic Ending left. So, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That double bridge through discard spells. That's really unfortunate. Okay, so Liberator is going to be really good. Just because we can recur it. They could Pixis it, which is really annoying. But we're going to do Lantern too. Lingering Souls. So, brought the pushes. The Guiles aren't going to be good. Maybe we want Brutalities for reach. I think that might be loose, though. I don't think we want Shadow Spear. Since our life doesn't really matter here much. We didn't see any, like, Abrupt Decays from their end, did we? It's kind of contingent on how good these Void Walkers are. Maybe we just don't want Lingering Souls. I think Void Walkers might be better in case they have, like, Abrupt Decay or something that we can, like, cast off the Void Walker, I think. Mother Roundsley, 16 months, man. That's a long time. Appreciate your support, buddy, as always. Year in 4 months. It's wild. So wild. We'll take it. With like an untapped land, the Saga's kind of awkward, but yeah, untapped land would be great. They might lead on their own Thoughtseize, which is going to be annoying, but oh, they're going to wait. Land. Bubble. We'll wait to Thoughtseize their turn. Glimmer Void. I'm going to play a Bob here. Maybe it's wrong for me to not Thoughtseize. I guess I could just Thoughtseize plus Coif next turn. It's not bad either. This is our opener last game. Sentinel into Bob, but that didn't. Huh. What are you gonna name? What are you going to name? There is a Saga. Okay. Well, that makes my decision about thoughts using Tormagoi for making a Saga token easy. Witherbloom Command. I mean, they're also turning off their own Saga, so like that's actually fine with me. Another Saga. Guess we should Thoughtseize first. Get all the information. Lantern, Lantern, Ancient Stirrings. We'll take the Stirrings, because that's the card that digs for Snaring Bridge. And we'll cast the Tarmogoyf. So they know about the Witherbloom command, and that's it. I guess there is some argument to play to keep the Shadow Spears. We can gain life off a Bob, but I think that's kind of loose. Lantern. Okay. They played the Spire. Are you gonna shuffle? Are you gonna shuffle? Kinda have to. Oh. It's the card that they drew. Check my Withering command. Fortunate. We're going to keep the Vindicate. Interesting. Float the mana. We could get Pithing Needle and name Lantern of Insight. I could just put Lurrus in hand. We have the Vindicate, right? So it's like... I guess I would just play the Saga. I just used up my mana accidentally. Oh well. I mean, they need a bridge right here. And we have a Vindicate, so... I mean, they get Stirrings. Whatever they get... Oh. Maybe I should name that with Pithing Needle. That's good to know. That's actually really good info to know. Okay. They need to find a bridge here. Yeah, so I guess I should have named... Oh, they put Spell Bomb in hand? Do we still have Lethal here? Crack them. They have land, enchantment, sorcery, artifact. Crack themselves, land, sorcery, artifact, enchantment. Yeah, so no matter who they target with the Spell Bomb, sure. This time we're going. We should have lethal here. We also just drew prismatic ending too. Alrighty. Game 3. My second monitor just died. Oh, no, man. There you go. Regeneration stops destroy. And that's different from dying. I think Void Walker doesn't stop that. Yeah, I don't think it stops that. I think we just run this back. Cool. Temple Garden, Sentinel. I mean, we could go Drum, Sentinel, Drum, Double Inquisition. We don't think the picks this, sure. That's a really good draw. Makes me wonder if I should not play the Sentinel out. Or at least not play the Drum out. We're gonna play the Sentinel though. Undecided if I want to play this Drum though. The Sentinel stopping them? Yeah, so let's shock this in. Inquisition. And then if we want to second Inquisition, we can just relief Drum. Oh. Oh, I got punished. Now they have 2 bridges. We're just fucked. Thoughtseize. Ancient Stirrings. We'll take the Thoughtseize here. Yeah, we'll take the Thoughtseize here. I guess I will play the Drum. Because we're going to E on 1 soon. I wonder if they'll name E with the Saga, though. If they do, that would be really bad. But then I guess we could just Atlan Liberator. Lantern. Okay. I mean, if they play Spellbomb, we're just going to destroy the world. Damn it. I guess I should have played... No, I shouldn't have played that because I would just get Pithing Needle with it. And we have Liberator, too. We could Inquisition, take their Stirrings now if you really wanted to. They took Liberator. Interesting. Oh, because they're gonna want to crack everything. How's it going, Zach? Hope you're doing, buddy. Oh, what's gross is we can give them black mana to sack with the spell bomb. That's what's really annoying. I'm glad to hear that, Zach. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this, unfortunately. Choose not to crack spell bomb here. Okay. Basically, the guy word, Zach. I just feel like my Twitter timeline is just like Vegas, 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 and I'm like, damn, you know. Okay. Then we're just gonna play a little slow here. Put Lurrus in hand. And we'll just play this drum out. That way we could go Lurrus, bring back Outland Liberator if we really wanted to. So I have Lantern in hand. I think that was the card that was on top. They shuffle. So they name Pithing Needle. Engineer Explosives, okay. Okay, let's got that in hand. Thoughtseize is not a good draw. I mean, they're also far off casting Bridge, too. They need 2 lands. They need 3 lands. Should crack Spellbomb here. They're not cracking Spellbomb. Oh. That was a big mistake, opponent. That was a big mistake. That was a big mistake. That's a major punt. Oh, if they don't cast a spell, then this is gonna just take over the game too. Okay. Okay. At this point, I'm okay with probably just like passing the turn here. Because they can also just crack the spell bomb too. The real question is how many needle effects do they have? some stops here. I actually don't know what the cards on top of their hand. I'll put Blooming Marsh in hand. So we know Blooming Marsh is in their hand. Yeah, I think it's worth sandbagging. 6, 8. Yeah, we have lethal anyway, so it's actually we're just not casting anything. Yeah. Better just not to cast anything. Ooh, prismatic ending. So they have prismatic ending, Blooming Marsh. Blooming Marsh. They try to kill my Lurrus. It's whatever. Interesting. Why would they do that? They just die. Right? They have Glimmer in hand, no cards in hand. Like, sure? I was so confused by that play. Like, that accomplishes nothing. Like, we just untap. We honestly just probably go for that spell bomb here. That way we can like, and then we'll probably just like play Tomura, bring this back. That's assuming they like prismatic into the Lurrus. Like I don't know, understand why they didn't, but this card has been very impressive. Like just being able to like get multiple triggers off it is impressive. Luckily it was on our opener too, and it didn't get like Thoughtseize or anything. But what do you know? Off to a good start, beating another Abzan deck that's not necessarily Abzan that we're accustomed to on this channel, but I guess it does qualify that it is within our colors. Opponent just took some major missteps. They definitely should have like sacked the spell bomb with the Lurrus on the stack so we don't bring back the Outland Liberator. So if they did that, then I guess we would have explosives to go wild, I guess. No, but then they had the Pithing Needle in play, right? I don't know. It was kind of a weird line that our opponent took. I didn't really understand it, to be honest. But that Sentinels were like really impressive that match. Just like drawing us a lot of cards. Didn't amount to anything game one, but it gave us outs, right? The Sentinel definitely replaced itself. Let's just say that much. Hey, how's it going, Fluffy? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope your back's doing well. I saw your tweet about you hurting your back again. That's really unfortunate. I'll keep this. Leon Spellbomb. Might need to Against a Lurrus match, hopefully these Kai's gals do stuff too. Those donut things? Interesting. Well, don't you stand when you stream? I thought you stand. Am I wrong about that detail? Yeah, that's kind of rough, huh? Raggy Van. So we're against red black at minimum. We're just prismatic ending this. Sucks that we're kind of like behind now, essentially, but we'd have this Kai's got to kind of like pseudo catch up. So there's a too much that I may have not had correct formal exercise. Oh no, is it like sciatica or something? I wonder if it's like sciatica. My friend has that. Did I see Spike's screenshot today? I don't think I did. Oh, that's unfortunate. Our hand's pretty good though. Oh, I saw that live. That was insane. It was like a turn 3 kill too. I had him on the background. I was working. It was actually really funny. Interesting. They took the Void Walker. I'm gonna try him here. Okay. So we're gonna Kai's got into Oblivion, I think. They know about the Kai's Gal. They don't know about our Bob, I don't think. Oh, they do know about a Bob. Red and 6. So we're gonna let the Surveil trigger resolve. And then we're gonna I guess we'll see if they target a land. If so, we'll probably Kai's Gal them. David Carvalho, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Do I want to really take their land from them? I think so. We don't get a 1-1 out of it, but like, I kind of want to exile their graveyard. Now we're going to Void Walker. Oh, Jesus. I think I'll play the Void Walker here. That way we can start pressuring that Ren in 6. Where's our portable hole? Where is our portable hole? I mean, Decay would be nice. That we could like... They didn't crack the fetch to return the Ren in 6. Interesting. I guess I don't want to play the Bob into a Ren in 6 here. So I'll probably just play Tarmogoyf from pass. I mean, we do get to... If we get attack down this Ren in 6, we can... I guess right, the Void Walker shuts off the footballs. Apologies. Didn't see that. And then make a construct here. Okay. They could get Shadow Spear, which gets kind of scary. Turns into a 4/4, but then we can block with the Tarmogoyf here. The fact that Void Walker shuts off Saga going to graveyard that they can't recurve from the Ren 6 is pretty decent, though. That sucks. Okay. I think it might be worth just cracking this spell bomb now. Okay. Yeah, maybe we're just cracking this spell bomb now. Oh. Shadow Spear, okay. Yeah, we'll crack this now. Something good. That is not something good. We're gonna fetch at the end of turn. We need to draw action. I guess that kind of counts. If I attack the red and 6, and they double block both their constructs die. Okay. I put lures in hand. So they could put lures in hand too. Okay. Tarmogoyf, sure. Sure. Trample's kind of scary. I think we're gonna have to forego making a construct here. I don't think it just does enough. I think we'll have to go Lurrus, bring back Tarmogoyf here. So I have one turn to draw rules before this Lurrus, or we can start taking over the game. They could attack us. Then we just get a Shadow Spear. Yeah, so we get we make a construct. Okay, they drew a land. Sweet. They can put Lurrus in hand, and then our Inquisition is really good. Yep. I don't think they should attack. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll make a token. We'll get our own Shadow Spear. And then that way we could even like go Bob, equip Shadow Spear to that too. So we'll definitely Inquisition. Yeah, I think we'll go Voidwalker now. Oh, I should have played Voidwalker first and then Inquisition them, so that way it plays around Kolagon's command. Yeah. So I punted there. So I should have Voidwalker first and then Inquisition. I sequenced that wrong. Voidwalker's kind of scary for them, huh? I think I'm down to like bring back Spellball and play Bob, equip Shadow Spear to Voidwalker and attack. They drew something because they're tanking. Is it a Kolagon's command? If it's a Kolagon's command, I'm gonna be very upset because I could have easily played around that if I just sequenced that correctly. That's how they get out of this game. That's how they get out of this game. Hopefully that's not what they drew, and I can just bring back Spellbomb. Because if they like cast Kolagon's command, they destroy Lurrus, bring back the Lurrus. And then I guess we have Voidwalker too, so like we can like. But then they just like if they can bring their own Tormoglyph from the graveyard back, and then we can like destroy their Tormoglyph, destroy Shadow Spear. I don't know. This is tough. Attack. They have Kolagon's command. I think we just take this. We just get blown out so bad by Kolagon's command. Oh man. They really did draw Kolagon's command. I mean, Shock Lurrus, bring back their own Lurrus is a really good line. We. Okay. Okay. And I guess we just start looping then, because we can cast Kolagon's command off our Lurrus too. They could also shatter Shadow Spear, but I don't think that's. Put it is like in the tank for this. I mean, it's very obvious it's Kolagon's command. They keep tapping the 3 mana and then not tapping, and they're a Lurrus deck, so it's like unless it's like Maelstrom Pulse, which I doubt, or Jun Charm. Yeah, so Shock Lurrus, bring back Lurrus. Bring back Tarmogoyf. Wow. That's an interesting line. That is an interesting line. Okay. So me not my Mystic Instinct didn't matter. So we'll equip Tarmogoyf here. We'll attack Ren. Ren down. Yeah, we'll play Bob. We're probably in chump duty now. I guess that's not true. We could block one. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. We're going to cast this. Cast Kolagon's command. Shatter. Return to our creature. Return Lurrus. Shatter that. Voidwalker's so good. We'll take 6 from one Tarmogoyf. But we get to gain 7 back with our own Tarmogoyf. Okay, so they're looking on top of our library. Bob. Attack. Lurrus. We're bringing back Voidwalker. Do we want to die to double removal spell? I guess not. I should have not attacked with this Bob. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Should not attack with a Bob. I was like, oh, I can play second Bob, and I'm like, wait, if they have removal spell, they could just kill me. So okay, they have bolt. Okay, so now they can't attack me. So luckily I didn't fetch. Well, I guess I would have just blocked the Bob. Well, I should have played the Bob. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose this match if I don't get lucky here. Bobby. Bob. Bobby. Robert. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. I played that last turn so poorly. Oh my gosh. I should have played the second Bob. That was just like I wasn't thinking all the way through. Okay. Okay, shake that off. Shake that off. How's it going, Jesse? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Soul Guide, Vindicate. I think Outland Liberator's worth it just because of Saga. And they have Shadow Spare and Construct tokens. Just arguing for like Pithing Needle just because Red and 6 is such a pain in the butt. But we have answers to Red and 6. Like we have these 4. I think we board out 3 Thoughtseize as that minimum. I don't think we want Soul Guide. Because we usually want to exile and crack, so spending it just to like draw a card or like I feel like we want both like spellbomb abilities. So just keep that. 2 cards to cut. Is Outland Liberator not good enough in a Saga matchup? Or Sentinel's not good enough in this Saga matchup. I have to board out 2 cards. Maybe we trim a Sentinel and trim a Bob. Something like that. So we're not like so vulnerable to Ren and 6, right? Okay. This is awkward because like if they have like turn 1 monkey, we have to push it, and then if they go red and 6, we really want Inquisition the red and 6, right? So we gotta hope that they just go turn 1, do nothing. They mulliganed. That's a good sign. I'm gonna have to take my dog out after this match. I think she needs to go to the bathroom. Bobble. Okay. Opponent taking the Tarmogoyf line with Kolaghan's command is very interesting too. Monkey. Spell Bomb. Okay. That's really good. So now we can Bobble Trick ourselves. Marsh Flats. Do not want a Marsh Flats. So we'll get a Gala Shrine. Get all colors online. And Inquisition them. Nab that red and 6. Get out of here. Yep. I kind of want to save my Saga. I think I'm gonna go Goyf here. On their turn, they might just hold up Saga, in which case we can just Kai's Gal make them sack. So, and then we can wipe up the construct tokens. So, like, the way they're playing on my Kai's is they like main phase activated, which that seems kind of wrong. Cool. Just play this. Pass. So we'll make him sack. We could make a 1/1. I'm interested. I think I kind of just want to exile the graveyard so they don't have Delirium. So they can't heat my Tarmogoyf. I guess they do get land enchantment in the graveyards. They're a little bit closer, so maybe that's wrong, but I wonder if they get Shadow Spear here. So now we get our Saga going. E on 0 and hold up push. I'm having Champ in the graveyard. It's fine because it also grows our going to be a 5/6. Can you wait until this match is over, Dolly? I'll take you out. Spell Bomb. Interesting. Do they not have? Do they have Shadow Spear in hand? How's it going, Snipers Despair? Am I playing tomorrow? Are you referring to Vegas? I am not. If you are asking about Vegas, I am unfortunately at home. I am. It's funny because I actually am taking the day off tomorrow because I hit my vacation cap, which is really funny. They attack me. I am not going to block because I don't want them to play land and then crack the spell ball and kill my Goyf. That would be awful. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna EE. We're gonna Saga, EE, hold up push. Guess we could have made a 1/1. But I really wanted to play around Delirium. Did they have a creature in the graveyard? They did. So I guess it wouldn't have gotten heated anyway. Yeah, maybe I should just made a 1/1. Because Tarmogoyf would have gotten out of heat range anyway. Yeah. Opponent is in the tank, and they are 4 minutes behind. So if they even win this game, like they're gonna be stuck on time for game 2. We're not gonna block. They shock this in. Shadow Spear, okay. Which makes sense. Another push. FOMO stands for fear of missing out. So if you feel like you're getting left out, that's what FOMO stands for. engage FOMO. Okay, it does suck that they're cracking spell bomb though, because that means our explosives is gone, so we can't like destroy these shadow spirits in pirate spell bomb all at once. Also, shrink circle if notably, but. See, Trino is FOMO. Yeah, Siege Rhino probably feels a little bit of FOMO right now, for sure. Crack Spellbomb's good for us, for sure. They crack black mana, so if they drew a discard spell, if they kept it in, they can't cast it unless they drew a land. I really want them to play a Darcy or a Monkey. We just push it, and then this Goyf gets huge. Or a Goyf. A Goyf would be great too. Dash Monkey, perfect. 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 Let's go to 5/6 again. Perfect. 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 Prismatic ending. So we'll do this. We'll attack. What are you gonna do, opponent? What are you gonna do? You're gonna heat my Goyf. That sucks. Maybe I should prismatic any of this to get her on heat. Is that too conservative? That might be too conservative. Saga. Sure. Sure. Is that gonna be too slow for your opponent? So they don't have red mana up. Makes me wonder. They still have Lurrus, and Lurrus is a companion, so I'm gonna save this Inquisition, I think. So this Shadow Spear is lethal here. So we're gonna go for it. Cool. Urza Saga. Card's dumb. Just making 4/4s and 3/3s. Too good. Alright, I'm gonna take my dog out. I think she needs to go to the bathroom. I don't know. There's like the discussion of like, should Urza Saga be banned? And it's like, I don't know. Apparently, Aspiring Spike thinks this should be far from broken. He thinks that the meta can be adapted. I don't know. It seems like if you're in a mid range deck, you should just jam Saga. And I was definitely slow to come to that realization. So it's like, yeah, if anything, you want more Saga decks in the meta flexible. If anything, you don't want them to get banned. All right, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna get some more wall quick. I'm gonna take my dog out. So just give me like 5 more minutes. And then we'll resume this league. Off to a good start. Who knows? Cool. Well, appreciate everyone tuning in, hanging out, and waiting for me as I take my dog out. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday. And if y'all are not going to Vegas, hope you don't have as much FOMO as I do. And if you do have FOMO, you're in the right place. You can hang out, go hang out and watch some magic. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week. This deck is so much fun. And I catch myself making a ton of mistakes with this deck too. Like the Voidwalker Inquisition sequencing, like I made that mistake like 2 streams ago too. I'm so bad at myself, and I did it again. Just have to think about it. I mean, I guess, yeah. I was thinking like if they had a reversible, but we knew their hand. And there's nothing. Eric gets Connor, man. Oh my gosh. Our hand. Our hand is just so bad. We're on the play against... I think he was on Hammer earlier. I think we bought on the Sentinel and the Spell Bomb. And we just go Thoughtseize and the Tarmogoyf. So we can, but like... I don't think Sentinel is gonna like draw us out of it. So don't care about the Sentinel. I think we just take the aid. Yeah, we take the aid. Hope to draw some removal. Planes. I'm assuming they'll lead on Sentinel. And if they like, yeah. Just fine. We'll just go Tarmogoyf and just aggro them out. It's the plan here. That is the game plan. Voidwalker. Not a great card in this matchup. Really wish we didn't have the mulligan to 5, but site clearing. Oh, they drew another aid. Jesus. Mantle. Oh. Okay, so they get to gift into hammer here. So they can cast the hammer. I guess they could wait. Oh, that's really awkward. We really need to draw a removal spell now. Sure. Yeah. They're all on the Sentinel ending. Push. We did not draw any removal. Hey, I play bad decks. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome everyone tuning in. For those new to the channel, means KO Diamonds. I play only Abzan mid-range here. Just finished up for 105. Oh, nice. What'd you play, buddy? Okay, they didn't draw a hammer or anything like that. We took the aid and they cast the aid. So we just need to draw a removal spell here. That is not a removal spell. We kind of have to do this. It's a little slow there. Storm Herald combo, nice. That's awesome. So I had to see that in the dumps for sure. Do we want Pithing Needle? I guess we do. I think they have swords and stuff. I think we want these. What the Thoughtseize is. Don't need the Spellbomb because it's not a Lurrus deck anymore. Board out the Voidwalkers. We could board out the Kai's Giles and then board in the Tarak. I think that's worth it because they're. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Yeah. Let's go. They drew the aid. That's what really hurt us. Is we took the aid with the discard spell and then drew another aid. That happens though. Hopefully we can start play a little, get a little bit of a luckier draw. Still no rhinos? No, sorry, handsome. No siege rhinos here. If you look at the sub badges though, the sub badges have the siege rhinos and the fall notifications. Our Discord is named after siege rhino. The presence of siege rhinos in the stream, even though we're not playing it. It's true. Yes. There you go. Just spam the siege rhino emotes. I forgot about the emote too. Try to show the way of the rhino. It's fun in small doses, you know? He makes Fluffy Wolf 2 play rhinos? Exactly. Exactly. Apparently you can fit Stride Arbor to Force of Vigor? Yeah. And apparently you can Green Sun Zenith in a Grist and through a Containment Priest. I learned about that on Twitter, which is kind of a cool interaction. If I see a land on the top, I might keep it off the bubble, just so we can ensure turn 3 Lingering Souls, which is kind of good in this matchup, I think. Assuming we don't have a Sentinel. So we'll bobble ourselves a land. We could also like just not dig for that. Like we also kind of want removal. We have no removal in our hand. So I actually might just like fetch and like if we draw land naturally, just draw naturally for it. Because if we don't draw land, that means we're drawing removal, right? So I think we actually want removal if anything. Aid. Nettle Cyst. Their hand is ass. Okay, we do the land. Expected. Plains. Memnite. So I'll play the Goyf. And then next turn we'll go Goyf plus Sentinel. And then like if they want to cast a Nettle Cyst on curve, they have to pay. They either give us a card or their hand doesn't do anything. I could also just take the Nettle Cyst now. Interesting. We're gonna go Goy for sure. I think it's worth just playing a Sentinel out here. I don't think we're scared about the Nettle Cyst at this point. That's scary. That's actually a really good draw here. Because now we can ensure we Lingering Souls. They literally went Mem Knight nothing. Interesting. I think it's worth attacking now. Including with the Esper Sentinel. They trade here, that's fine with us. Get a black source, I think. They literally didn't do anything. They cast a Mem Knight. That's the only thing they'd done the whole game. I look at that. What? What are you talking about, Fluffy? Contraband drew something. No highs for you, anti-rhino. You looking at chat and watching highs. I am so confused, Fluffy. I had a long day at work. You need to... Don't want to go over there and, and steal your round donut pillow from you. They're in the tank. And we're blocking. We're 100% blocking the Zinc Moth. So this is a game plan we had last game where we just go Inquisition and the Tarmogoyf and we just beat down with Tarmogoyf. Unfortunately, they drew the A at the game one. Luckily, their hands didn't really pan out. What is this? Okay. So their hand is Silent Clearing, Ornithopter. We're 1 minute damage short. Anything we could play inside Dark Confidant on this deck? What makes you not want to run Dark Confidant, Gang Connor? Is it for budget reasons, or is it just because it's not available? Because like I think Dark Confidant's really good in this deck. If it's for like budget reasons or just not being able to have access to the card, a lot of people like talk about like Grimflare or like Grimflare is an option, like just because it's an aggressive card. Okay, but card. That's a card. Is it safe to attack like this? They have to block here. It's not lethal, so I think it's safe to keep one back. One back with Atlan Liberator. So I think Grimflare would be one option instead of Dark Confidant. I guess it's just Grimflare. I mean, you can maybe have a Turak main instead of the Dark Confidant. You could have a Scooz, but then it's more black-white heavy. You could have Turak. So like the options are probably like Grimflare, Turak. You can main deck Souls maybe. You can main deck some more removal. Do we want Brutality? The answer is Stoneforge Mystic. Too slow. Is this too slow? I don't think so. think this is fine. And I don't know how expensive Grim Flares are. Are they still expensive? Oh, it's a solid hand. Oh, like $3 or $4. How much are Dark Confidants nowadays? Oh wow, Dark Confidants are still very expensive. I did not know that. Sentinel, sure. That's really expensive. As much as little play as Bob sees, that's really expensive. Okay. Do they have a second land? They kept a one lander? Which is scary in itself. Nope, they kept a two lander. Aid. Double aid. That's pretty scary. Pending. I think we go whole. Prismatic Ending has the most versatility. And the next turn we can goalie plus hold up push. I think, yeah, that's the line I took for Baby. Yeah, that is exactly the line I took. 3 mana. That's a great draw. Dark Confidant. I think we want Bob. I think we want Bob. So I think we can play a land. I'm just about debate if we want to play Urborg here or not. I don't think it hurts to give him black mana, I think. I don't think it hurts. So if they don't play a creature here, we can go double spell. Sentinel, sure. Push. I think we attack here. If they block, we push. I guess we could pending first. I think we want to use the pending because we want to keep up all the instant speed removal. So let's do that. Okay. So I don't think they have any flash creatures, right? That would be very bad. They have like Avid Mind Sensor and they go hammer. That would be so brutal. Or something with haste. It's like Ginger Brood or something. Be so brutal. I mean, they don't have Lurrus, so like they're open to a lot of deck building capabilities, right? Cathartic Commando, yeah. And I'm not sure if they'd board that in either. Oh, yeah, Nettle Cyst. That's a good point, Grace. It's a very good point. But it'll just be a 1-1, though. But I guess they could have flashed it and then hammered me. But then we just block with Bob, though. Okay. Not playing swords is just for swords and nails. Yeah, exactly. I tuned into Cotterman's stream before I started, and I took a peek, and it looks like it's just Sword of Fire and Haze, and Nettles just hitting a couple swords on the sideboard too. Okay, hammer's kind of scary. Okay. Okay. So we know about that one. Okay, so they get to draw. But this Goif becomes a big boy too. They play a land this turn. They did not. So they could play a land if that's one of the cards they drew. Inkmoth Nexus. Okay. Alright, Bobby. Do your magic. Took me into a Saga. Can't complain. So they go to 10. Our Goif is lethal now. So play Goif. Is there any good Planeswalkers you're playing this? No, there's no 2-mana Planeswalkers in our colors, unfortunately. The only 2-mana walkers are Nissa and Ren and 6. And I guess technically Tibalt, but they're not in our colors, though. Again, Connor, fortunately. Okay. I don't like non-Lurrus builds because they don't play Swing and Challenge, which slows the technology. Yeah, it's more of a mid-rangey build, which I don't think you get much of more of a benefit because it's not like you can grind better. And I feel like you'd rather get the quick wins versus the sub percentage being able to grind better. And even then, you have Lurrus. So it's can you really grind better? Make me have push. I'm gonna make him tap out. Target you with aid. They said they played the version of Lurrus live as and both said Lurrus is way better. Yeah. They play the deck that runs the broken mechanic. Okay. They targeted Stoneforge. And then it'll target the Inkmoth. So I'm going to wait until this resolves. And I'll push this. All right, Bobby. Hit me, dealer. Horgoif. So they have to block Goif here. So this Bob gets in for a free attack. So then we will play another Goif. Doesn't matter which shock. I don't think so. Pass. I don't think they run EE in their mono white deck. Sweet. 3-0, baby. Let me go back and chat. Sorry, I was kind of focusing on the only reason Non-Lurrus ability seeing plays one grinder doing well, but that person has only been playing Hammer only Hammer for months. I mean, that makes sense. Like, kind of changing it up. Kind of, I like, don't get me wrong. I think building decks like this and trying them out is definitely worth it, right? I think, like, excuse me, throat's really dry. I think I think Magic players as a whole, are like really, really closed-minded in a sense that, and I'm guilty of this too, where like you see a deck that's like different and you just think it's wrong, and it might not necessarily be wrong. I think it's everything is worth testing, and like I think that's always things where like that's why Magic players are just wrong all the time, is because we're so reluctant to try new things. I mean, who knows? Maybe a deck with Nettle System Swords are just better. I was reluctant to have Urza Saga because I was so in this deck because, I was like, I can't fit 4 colorless lands in a 3-color mana base. It's just not possible. And I was 100% wrong about that. So, like, decks like these is like, I really respect it because it pushes the envelope. Is this deck going to be better without Lurrus? Oh, I don't know. Just try it. And I think that's one of those things that I highly encourage, because it's like, you don't know until you try it. And you don't innovate with these kind of decks until you try it, right? Protalk01, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And I saw him place in a challenge, and I saw it since then. Interesting. I've only got him, Fluffy. We definitely did get him. I've only played a little Hammer, but mainboard Thoughtseize felt nice to clear the way, take sideboard cards like Force. Yeah, Thoughtseizes, and I like the addition of Dark Confidants, and maybe that's more of a biased opinion. I mean, I have Bobs too, but I do like the addition of Bobs as well. Just as like a removal magnet, I think it's way better than Ingenious Smith. I saw Ingenious Smith and Hammerless, and I'm like, this is not a good card. Like, there has to be a way better card that fits in that 2-drop slot for sure. And I think Dark Confidant is a definitely worthy card that fills that slot, right? His reaction was great. I have to watch the VOD later, Grace. It's funny because like when I watched Connor stream, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, he actually played against someone that played my list, my exact 75. And he lost game 1 and won game 2 and 3, and started shitting on on the deck. So this is just justice, pure justice. Saw your post and everyone's Discord over one of the deck boxes. Oh, off TCG play using. I wish I had a referral link. I currently don't have any affiliations or sponsors or anything, unfortunately. Rhino, nope, wrong. Swords and Hammer are supposed to make it better for some control, but I'm happy to see on control side and see my Hammer opponent playing a slower game. Yeah, I think so too. I think like getting under counter magic and just like overloading it's way better. And granted, I guess you could have like nettle cysts and stuff to like force your way through, but then why don't you just have like what's the cyber plan against control? Like what's in the sideboard right now? And can it just be like 2 nettle cyst and like can it like how many cyber cards can you dedicate towards the control matchup? And if it's like 4, why don't you just have a couple swords and a couple nettle cysts? So that way you just board in that 5-card package, and then you just have game against control, right? Like if that's the argument. I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm not agreeing with it. I think I'm just like challenging why not build it that way. You know what I mean? 3 main board silences. I mean, that is pretty memey, and I guess that makes sense against like Belcher too. If they're like trying to go like whatever I can't pronounce the name. The one that makes 7 mana, you can only cast 1 more spell, and you like silence in response. That makes sense, right? But I definitely think that like if you're in the mindset that like you want like Nettle Cyst, um, you can always just like not have Lurrus as a companion, games 2 and 3, and have swords. Like I don't hate that. Like you don't always have to reveal a companion. Just because you have a companion doesn't mean you are dedicated to it post board. And that's another thing I think that Magic players aren't exploring enough. Like I think if there is a situation where like, oh man, this is hence gas. If there's a situation where like, um, like we wanted like chokes or something. There's like a really blue soup pile. For some reason they like unbanned Mystic Sanctuary or something. Um I think it's worth it to like have chokes in sideboard, and I think it's worth it to have choke instead of like Lurrus as a companion in those matchups. Like that's just like an example, right? Island. Okay. So it's like Grixis? To play the island. Oh, we're against Mill. Please draw a push off the top. Please push off the top. Push off the top. Push off the top. Push off the top. Okay, well, we are going to get started. Samwise88, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying this Abzan content. So we're against Mill. Can attack. I like Eyelash's list, and versus combo go to 6-star spell before Thoughtseize and 2 duress. That's also not a bad plan either. More discard spells, and also keeps the companion. Like I think I like that more than silence. Oh no. I wonder if they'll discard spell. Do they have Thoughtseize in the deck? The fact that they have Ruin Crab now means we literally can't attack. I mean, hopefully they don't have Shadow Spear here. Turek is really good against control. I really like Turek, but the thing is, like in Hammer, I don't think you have enough black mana to support it, unfortunately. I think it will sandbag the Tarmogoyf. Oh, I should play the others. No, I don't think we should play the Saga. We want to like save the activations, I think. I guess we're gonna cut Goyf down through a drown, but if they had drown, they would have drowned anyway, right? So we get to draw. Perfect. Pushing now. Okay. Hopefully they don't have Archive Trap here and not multiples of them. Yikes. We milled over the Spell Bomb and the Shadow Spear, so we only have Drum, which is fine. Yikes. They could quad trap us. It's not wrong. How's Witherbloom Commandment? It's been okay. I think it's only good as a one of. I know it's Roundsy in the chat who also plays this deck and paper. We kind of built it together. He really likes 2. I only like 1. Can we race these 2 crabs? I hope that we can kind of get him with the Sentinel, but they're gonna. Okay. All right. Let's see if they. I mean, they probably have at least 1 trap, right? The odds of them not having a trap is just so low. Okay. That's unfortunate. I was gonna get the drum and play the Tarmogoyf for that turn, but I guess I'm not allowed to do that. I mean, these concert tokens can be a quick clock. If the hand is just lands, we have a shot. Okay. The fact these crabs can chump too is really unfortunate. Don't think we're gonna bobble here. Like, crack the bobble, I mean. Ooh, that's a good draw too. Do we have Overgrown Tomb or Basic Swamp here? We milled one, so we do have Basic Swamp here. I guess we could just get Shadow Spirit. Oh, Springleaf Drum. Yeah, because we want to get this Saga going. So we're not going to crack those Catacombs, I don't think. No trap? No trap would be very clutch for us. Fortunately, we built the Shadow Spear, like I said, so... Push here. We have a shot. Yeah, they could Tasha us, which would really suck. I mean, they have 5 cards in hand, unless it's like all lands. Unless it's all lands. I wonder if they want us to draw a card. They do. They do. We have an answer to the crab now. If we draw a bauble, do we win? Damn it. 21. How much money do we have next turn? Oh, if they didn't have that, we would have had lethal. So we can... Do we have enough mana to make a construct and Kaya's Guile? We do not. So we cast this. Play the Triumph and Kaya's Guile them. We can't play the Triumph because we can't cast Kaya's Guile. It's 12, 13. So we have to do this. Make a 1/1. The basic forest not helping us out here. They're at 8. So if they have like multiple traps now, it doesn't do anything. It is super close. Surgical. What are they surgicaling? Fatal push. Portal hole. That's actually kind of good for us. As long as they don't have Tasha's. We really needed a discard spell. That's what we really needed. But like these constructs are lethal now. Okay. Oh, they have the Tasha's. Damn it. Damn. And the hand is very good. Hand is very good. Explosives. It's opponent's graveyard. So we need to. This doesn't stop crypt incursion, so brutality seemed good as well as this. Traxor maybe. I don't think I want Sentinels, awkwardly. They just don't attack. I think we want something like this. Kaigas also don't do anything either. We awkwardly kind of want to exile our own graveyard. I don't think we can go 69. I think we need to. I think it's 4 cards is a reasonable number. I think this is fine. I don't think we want Sentinels. They just don't attack. Like, well, like our plan is like Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf is the game plan. Like, discarding the Tarmogoyf is how we win the game. I think I was close though. I'm kind of curious to see our opponent's point of view in that game. Just see how close we were. I felt like we were close on our side of view, but like maybe they just had it all. We just never had a chance. We don't have a chance with this hand though. This hand is decent. We have an answer for a turn 1 crab. We can't exactly play around. Archive Trap. I wonder if we EE on 1 here. It's a tough call. Like, it's kind of like a catch-22. We can either bottom the 3rd land or bottom the Tarak. Like, in theory, this bomb could dig us into lands. So I think we bottom the land. I wish we could lead on a discard spell. Pull Mill into 5. It's in the tank. I don't think we're gonna play this E out on one. I kind of want to bait him out, right? I wonder if they go turn one crab though. They don't. Okay. No archive trap one time. What is FOMO? FOMO means fear of missing out. That's what FOMO stands for. One trap. One trap. Spell bomb. Let's go to Gala Shrine here. How much are cultivated colossus on MGGO? Seven tickets? Interesting. Do they have counterspell? Oh, they're just cycling, sure. Lands. We need lands here. That is not a land. This Bob is not a quick enough clock. Fatal push. Oh, gross. Our spellbomb turns on their visions of beyond. Then we have to take the push here. And we have to spellbomb ourselves. Yep. They're far from casting Lurrus too. They don't have any black mana yet. Oh crap, I wanted to... Oh my gosh. I clicked through. Got distracted. I got distracted. That's so frustrating. Okay, I'll do it now. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, I should have cracked on mine. You're 100% right. 100% right. Okay. Damn. 2 more cards, but... That's a good one. I think I'm gonna play this E on 1 proactively. Just to like get it in another round. I guess we don't have any cards in our graveyard, but off chance. It's just more mana efficient this way. God damn it. They drew 2 more cards. That's just so annoying. Frustrating. I don't know how a Starring Spike could like stream and talk Nest at the same time. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like not focused here. Okay, sorry. No black source off the track, which is unfortunate. But we get to Inquisition activate Saga here. So we could take a stop. If we could take a another Tasha's here, that's like pretty clutch. put in case. Goif is kind of small though, unfortunately. I don't think it's Lurrus time. I think we want to make constructs and end the game quick. That's our plan. We know they have a drown, so they can kill at least a construct. We need to like just aggro them out. They can also cast Shelldock Isle. Yeah, we need to break under Shelldock Isle, exactly. This is why you don't play Magic and get distracted. I'm so annoyed that I didn't crack the spell bomb. I mean, I should have cracked it on my turn, but like, oh, that's so annoying. Okay, shake it off. Yeah, most definitely, for sure, Freed Mania, for sure. Matches like that just like it's frustrating when it's like it's not losing the bill. It's just like when I'm like distracted and I just like click. I need to like when I like look at something when I get distracted, I just need to like not have my hand on the mouse because I just like just click yes all the way through. It's just like a really bad habit. Kihira. I just bombed second Bob. Concealed courtyard. I don't think we want that, so we're gonna just get a triumph. I'm assuming it's like elementals or something. Saga's an interesting draw. So we'll go Saga into Bob. I did actually beat Mill. They used Feeler and gave me mana for endurance. I got to flash in it. Oh, nice. It's beautiful. It's exactly what we want to see. Okay, we get to untap with Bob. How good is this Urga Saga card? So this is like control, right? So we're just gonna attack with Bob. We know they don't have Snapcaster because of Kihira. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen like Franny just like kind of just tilt off. This is kind of a sign of weakness. Are they like short on lands? I see them just literally concede, like not even play game 2 versus Mill, which is interesting. So luckily we're on the play here because we can make a Saga in response to Fairy activation. So it'd be interesting if they like actually minus on the Saga, or if they just minus on the Bob. The minus on the Saga, like we kind of just get more activations out of it, if anything. So we'll make a construct token. Oh, hey, how's it going, Andrew? 25 months, man. It's wild. How long you subscribed, buddy. Appreciate it, buddy. Do we just want to get a bauble? I don't think it's worth getting a Shadow Spear, right? I don't think we want a drum. I think we want an Inquisition here. Or we could play Bob. Maybe drum is the correct call. We just play Bob. Yeah, I think drum's actually correct now that I think about it. We play into a Wrath, though, unfortunately. But then if they Wrath, we go Inquisition Bob following turn. I'm going to play Bob. We have a backup Bob, which makes me want to take this line. Am I going to get punished? I'm going to get punished, aren't I? That's annoying. Sucks that we have a bunch of these are dead cards too. Archmage's Charm. Oh, we're gonna take a charm. Pig Oif. I meant to play the control matchup with this deck. On the draw, I think it's awful just because if they go like turn 2 Ren, turn 3, like going to Fairy Bouncer Saga feels so bad. So they can seize it. They can. It seems bad on paper, but I have yet to actually play it in person. I mean, they have double counter spell magic mana here. Well, we have lethal now. Next turn. So it's not nothing. So they deluge at end and step. So we'll see. So they could have verdict. They could have removal spell for the Goyf, which is brutal. These portable holes do not do anything in the matchup. This is a card that we did not know about. So they have Fountain, Archmage's Charm, Counterspell, Unknown. Awkwardly enough, Fatal Push would be a very good draw here. If that's like literally they're out. Esper Sentinel was interesting. I guess we just cast it. Do we talk with the other Bob? Oh, yes, you're right. I am so bad. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah. That's really annoying. I was scared of Solitude. I didn't think about the Archmage's Charm that we know that's in their hand. Unfortunate. We have the backup Goyf here. Do we also just play Lurrus now? And just like overload the removal? We totally play into another Wrath, but like... Their hand is Hallowed Fountain, Archmage's Charm, Counterspell. Like, is this our opportunity to get under counterspell magic here? I think so. Like, I think if they wrath, I guess if they wrath the board, then they tap out. So I think we just pass. But I guess we could get Bobble. I think we just have to play Lurrus, and if they top deck Bobble or top deck Wrath, then they top deck Wrath. Like, we kind of need to like pressure advantage here. No Wrath one time. Counterspell. Because I don't think there's ever an opportunity that the Lurrus is ever going to resolve. That's a really good draw because it gets around Colonnade here. They're drawing off Archmage's Charm. Okay. Okay. That makes sense that they that's draw because they could go Fountain Wrath. They have Fortress. If they had Solitude, would they have cast Lurrus anyway? I'm going to play this Sentinel first. This will give us a read. Interesting. Guess we Thoughtseize now. Double Counterspell. So if I attack with any of these creatures, they gain 3. So they block Bob. They go to 10. They take 11. Block Sentinel. So block Lurrus. They go to 10. So we attack with all, and they're forced to block the Goyf. Yeah. So then they go to 10, and they take 6. Go to 4. Right? So they block Lurrus. They go to 10, and then they... Yeah. So we attack with all. We're most definitely playing the Wrath for sure, or playing the Bobble to play around Wrath for sure. And then we're going to play Heirs of Saga. I guess we can Bobble them. Shark Typhoon. Okay. Inquisition is okay. Pays the room for a counterspell. Cool. Okay. We want Pithing Needle, I think. Vindicate. Definitely want the Thorax. Definitely want the Lingering Souls and the Collective Brutality. Hole is pretty bad. So the thing about it, though, is like how bad, how many answers do we want against Rest in Peace um and Spreading Seas? Like, I think we can borrow out the Spell Bomb. Probably borrow out all the pushes. Thing about Solitude is like we do want some answers to Solitude because that is the primary win con. It no, that's not true. That's true if we made it, but they also could just seize our colored sources, which is really annoying as well. Which like it's kind of worth it to like portable it. So I'm kind of leaning toward just like cutting the Kaya's Guiles. So it's like these are the cards that I think Witherbloom Command has enough versatility that we're gonna keep it, right. So it's like these are the cards that answer Teferi, Rest in Peace, potentially Chalice of the Void. Um but this answers Solitude and can create a body. And they don't use their graveyard, so this is fine. I think I like just cutting the pending. Brutality is okay because they can fight through counter magic and kill Solitude. So like I haven't liked Brutality in the control magic control matchup historically, but because of the way blue white control match like the decks are configured, I actually like this now because it actually has more versatility. Before I didn't like it because it didn't grab like take the cards that we cared about, which were like the planeswalkers. So Click Predator was actually pretty bad. But now that Counterspell is in the deck now and Solitude's in the deck now, like Solitudes are win con, and if we can like answer their Solitude and like having answers to Solitude is actually relevant here. You just don't want to draw too many of them, and that's where Brutality is pretty good. Okay, we're on the draw. I don't think we can keep mulling to 5. I think we have to keep this. We just have to hope to draw land. That's not Urza Saga. It's Colonnade. Land. That is not the exact opposite of a land. So we're gonna go. We're gonna get an Overgrown Tomb because that is a card that we have a Decay and Tarmogoyf. Okay, we're gonna just take the Teferi. We really need a land off the top. Really, really, really badly. Island. Land. I don't think it's worth playing counter Inquisition Row. I think it's better just to wait. Oh my god. Please, deck. Please. Okay. We're gonna lead on Brutality. Get it counterspelled. And the next turn, if we draw a land, we can go Inquisition Tarmogoyf. So we have a plan here. Okay, land. Land. Not a bad one. They could just verdict our Tarmogoyf after we pass this first combat, but is this Charm? They're drawing 2? What? Really? Wow. Well, we have the Decay for the Chalice. So... And we're just going to lean on the Saga for the next couple turns. So I imagine they're gonna Verdict here, or they could put Chalice. They could play Chalice and take hit off this Goyf, and plan to Verdict the Saga tokens later. That actually makes sense. Okay, now if we draw a land, a black source, we can Tarak them. That is not the land I was hoping for. I mean, their hand is 2 lands Verdict. So. God damn it. So now we're really far off tracking here. So now they can play a land. God, that Saga was so. That Seize off the top was so good. Damn it. I mean, if we draw white source, we can decay the Chalice, play Esper Sentinel. I could also put Lurrus in hand. I kind of put Lurrus in hand. I think Sentinel doesn't really do it. Sentinel doesn't do it. Just really does anything right now. And neither does this Chalice. Excuse me. I really want to target them next turn. 2 cards. Okay. Land, please. Okay. I think we're going to decay that and play Esper Sentinel. They could have drawn Solitude. That's the read. Just gonna activate Castle, sure. Damn, that Seize draw was so good. Because I wouldn't have made a construct. I would have tapped for a land, for a mana, get a drum, and then Tarak them. Golly. And hold up. Kaya's Guile, I guess. We're gonna Kaya's Guile now to play around Archmage's Charm or Counterspell or blah blah blah. Land. Cool. What's cool is like now we can just go Turak and the Turak. And if that counterspell, we have a backup Turak, and then we have a Lurrus after that. So we're just like constantly hitting him with some haymakers here. I'm assuming they're gonna counter this Freedmania. Like they topped with castles. So what? Oh my god. Okay. Opponent's like shit. Let's so now they can like activate this and try to block the Turak, and then we just Kaya Skull them. They're gonna verdict. Sure. Oh yes, Turak baby. Put that here in hand. Put that here in that hand. Yeah. Yeah, you do that. Yeah, you do that. You do that. You do that. Oh, that's all too. That's a nice card. So now I wonder if they're in a racing situation now. They might just activate this and attack. They don't. Interesting. Well, it has protection from white, so it wouldn't have done anything. Thanks for going with Turak. Created a 5/5 shark. We're gonna make them sack, make a 1/1. And now we have lethal. I guess they have the Hall to block. And we can't exactly vindicate this either. Unless we draw land. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Castle? Oh. Okay. So they need another shark? They need exactly Shark Typhoon? Okay, that doesn't do anything. They still need exactly Shark Typhoon. Okay. They can't even. Yeah, they need exactly Shark Typhoon. Yes. Why not attack with the Spirit? Because they had Celestial Colonnade in play to activate. That's why he did not attack. 4-1. This deck is just 4-1 City, man. We went 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, 5-0, and then 8-2, which is 2 4-1s in the Mana Traders, and then 4-1 here. I think I valued having a 1-1 in play than them getting scry value. Like, I think it's worth it for me to keep the 1-1 in play. We're just pressuring them so much, right? What can I say? This deck's fun. The mill match, I think it's just a bad match, obviously, because like Tasha's Hades Laughter just like mills us a ton, and we could have like cracked the spell in response to the like I should have cracked the spell on my turn since they had double visions and they drew 2 extra cards. Hopefully, and that might have cost me. It's hard to say, but Turak definitely pulled a lot of weight. Like, I think this card was a card I was like thinking about in matchups like Control, and I haven't played against Control in the 35 matches I played with this deck so far. Um, but in theory, it was like, should I have like Veil of Summer or should I have Tarak? And I was really scared about the black mana in this deck, but like, I was talking to Flying Delver, who plays a lot of BGX, or people who are in the BGX community. Everyone knows who Flying Delver is. He made a Jund version, had sideboard Torax, so I kind of want to give credit to him for this idea where like I have Torax and like my Lurrus Abzan list, but I didn't have Saga in them. But I think kind of just playing the deck out, like we actually aren't starved on black mana, and like we were stuck on mana, and we still Tarak for like we were able to Tarak them. And the fact that we got the back-to-back Tarak them felt amazing. Like this card is so good against like these Solitude blue eye control matchups because of the fact that it has protection from can't get Solituded and just can't get blocked easily, right? So like the Hall was good. Like the Hall could have blocked the Tarak, but we just like Tarak them, right? The Kaya's Gal was a good keep post board just because we got to sacrifice and kill a shark, right? It would have been a lot better than a prismatic ending. A decay would have been good too, just because it can, destroy a shark too. So I think post board maybe it is correct just to like keep the decays, keep the Kai's Guile, cut the prismatic endings, and cut the portable hole. I think the path moving forward. Um, Brutality proved a lot of worth there too. I know someone was asking if Brutality's iffy in this matchup, and just like it just paves way through counterspell. That's all it does. It's essentially just like take your counterspell and pave the way for Tarak or Tarmogoyf for whatever, right? And that's what won us the game. Um, if you cared about Mill, you would have Emrakul in the cyber by Tasha's still house shoot. Yeah, exactly. Tasha's just such a insane card, and even stuff like because Brownsley in one of my mods who plays this deck and he played at a 1K and was expecting a lot of mill, and I think he beat it round 1, but he was deciding if he wanted Elixir of Immortality, just because like if you mill it off like a crab, you can bring it back with Lurrus and shuffle your deck into your library, like stuff like that. But I think it's like, and it's like it has like game against burn too, where you like gain 5 life, so it has a little bit of versatility. So I think if he wanted to beat Mill, like if Mill was that prominent, like I think Elixir of Vitality is probably the best option just because it has the most versatility, i.e. versus burn, like literally only burn. But if you're targeting those two decks, I think that's a good card that's like a little bit more versatile than something like Gaia's Blessing, which we already have like Lantern and Spell Bonds for Graveyard Hate and the main deck Kai's Guiles. And the main deck Voidwalkers, but on top of that, like we can, if they mill over the elixir, we can just buy it back with Lurrus, which I think is super relevant. But yeah, I think this deck always feels fun. I'm having so much fun playing this deck. We're consistently going for a win, and you can't complain about that win rate. It's like over 80%. So we beat Jund. We lost to Mill. We beat Blue Eye Control. We beat Mono White. It was not Hammer, Non-Lurrus Hammer. I forget what the first matchup was, but it was a great league. A great stream. Real appreciate everyone for tuning in and hanging out. Only card I don't have in this deck is Witherbloom. Yeah, and Witherbloom was like really cheap, I think. It's not that expensive. I bought a foil copy for like I think $1 or something. Do you not think it's worth to main deck it? Which card are you referring to, Frozen Ape? Tarak? Tarak is one of those cards where I think it's better as a sideboard card because for you to like, I think Tarak is really, really only good against mid-range and control. And like for you to keep the Tarak in the deck, it's very, very mana intensive. And I think it's just one of those cards where I'd rather just have in the sideboard in these kind of matchups where it shines better versus like having it main and it's kind of iffy. Because I feel like again, most of the meta like monkey decks and hammer decks, like Tarak is kind of slow. So I do boarding it against those decks, specifically Hammer, not necessarily like the red black mid range decks. Depends on how fast low to the ground they are. But if it's too low to the ground, Turok's a little too slow. But decks where like it's really like control where it's they're not fast out of the gate and like the kicker ability actually does something. That's where like Turaks shine. I know someone in chat asked if there was a replacement for Dark Confidant, and it would either be Grim Flares or Tarax main. So, like, if I were like in a bind where I couldn't main deck Dark Confidants for some reason, I'd probably main deck the Tarax or some combination of Grim Flare and Tarak if I was forced to like fill this 2-drop void here. How's it going, Poisonly? I have 2 Tarak sideboard in almost all my Black Lurrus decks, not even Grixis. It's so good. It's so good against these like solid to control decks. Like they literally can't. It forces them to verdict or they die, right? Or I guess they could block it with Shark Typhoon, so that is something. But it's one of those things where you'd rather like it's just such a house against it. How's it going, Chris? I didn't realize you rated me, buddy. Sorry, I didn't acknowledge you. How we just finished the league though, Chris. But I hope your stream went well. We're actually gonna carry all the raiders over to someone else. But appreciate it, buddy. Hope your stream went well. I saw you were playing like a mono red list right earlier. I like kind of like lurked a little bit before you started. Hopefully your stream went well. It's also Turtle with Saga. Yeah. Command does it really just? I think so. I think it's fine as a one of being able to like recur Urza Saga. It has a lot of versatility against like Hammer, right? Like against Hammer, it's absolutely disgusting. But like just being able to destroy random stuff like Ren and 6, Chalice, Rip, it's okay. Like it's not great. Like it's not a slam dunk card, but I think just as a one of, just as a way to bring back Urza Saga, it gives a deck reach. Like draining for 2 isn't nothing. Like I killed someone with Rhythm Command, so like that's actually like it just does a lot in one card. I don't think I like 2. I think 2 is too many because it does a lot but nothing at the same time in a sense. So like you really need the stars to align to have this card be really really good. I know in those kind of cards, I kind of only want one. Kaya's Gala was kind of in that boat when it first got released, like when Modern Horizon first came out. It was kind of in the same boat where like it kind of did a lot and nothing at the same time. And this was before like companions, right? So like not like so there wasn't that many Lurises. So like making a 1/1 was kind of anemic. Gaming like Burn wasn't really relevant when this first spoiled. So it's one of those things where like it's kind of in the same boat. Now Kai's just does a lot. So it's like Kai's was main deck worthy, and like Witherwind Command's kind of in that boat where Kai's wasn't when it was first spoiled, where like it does a lot but nothing at the same time, and you only want one of these. Did I get another raid? I'm not getting a notification. So whoever raided me, appreciate it. And I feel bad because we're about to end the stream here and go raid someone else. Bob was really nice, and then the Lurrus deck's interesting, so then only 2, 3 drops and all that. Yeah, exactly. Bob is like a perfect fit in this deck. It's just so good. It's just like going like Torrent Sentinel, turn 2 Bob is like so good against these mid range decks because they cast like if they want to like bolt the Bob, then like they bolt the Bob, and they like that's literally what they do with our first 2 turns. And we have a Sentinel play, and then we just like do whatever we want to turn 3. Like it's such a good like Bob is just like a great follow up to Esper Sentinel in a lot of matchups. Did Alan Liberator do anything? Alan Liberator. Oh, we beat Lantern. That was our first match. We beat Lantern, and Alan Liberator has been very very impressive. I mean, obviously, Lantern's kind of a weird matchup to like kind of assess the Alan Liberator because like they just mill it and just bring it back. But like it's just really good because it's a recurable like way to destroy Saga, Hammer, Aid, constructs, Chalice, etc., but also attacks. And like and attacking is very very relevant. And this card's also a lot better in this deck with Urza Saga because I've had Alan Liberator and just Abzan without Urza Saga. But in an Urza Saga deck, we can go like land, discard spell, turn 2 Saga, play Alan Liberator, and then turn 3 we just play land, pass, flip Liberator, and then just hold up Saga tokens. And like previously we didn't have any like instant speed interactions or anything like that to like flip the Liberator to Trap Breaker like us. We often had to like play a discard spell or like play some sort of interaction, and we didn't really have much sorcery or instant speed like interaction because like we had to take out stuff like Path and Decay to have prismatic endings. But in this deck, like holding up mana to make a construct is a very good play, right? So like just going like Liberator turn 2, turn and then turn 3 pass, flip the Liberator, activate Saga, untap, attack with Trapmaker is really really good. So I really really like this card. This card has been so good as a 1-of in the sideboard. And it's a really nice tool that Abzan has in the sideboard. That's not like Force of Vigor because like we're more black white with the green splash. So Adlan Liberator is a really really nice card to have in our colors that like Black Red might not have. Like Jund has access to it. If there's like a Jund Saga deck, I think they should run Island Liberators if they're not already. I might try one path over the third push just to have an answer to Titan and Murktide. I'm not sure how relevant Titan is. I mean, we do have Guiles to like answer those because like our game plan is we're gonna answer like Darcy's and Monkeys with Prismatic Endings, Decays, Witherbloom Commands, Pushes, Discard Spells, right? And then we could more often not be able to sweep up a Murktide with a Kaya's Guile. That may not necessarily be easier against like Titan because they have like it was Boreal Razor and such. But like Titan's not very prevalent in the meta, so I think I'm okay with not having a Kaya's with not having to build my deck to beat Titan. If you really want a one path read media, I think you'd rather have the over a portable hole. If you really wanted a path main, I think you really want 3 pushes just because you really need this instant speed against hammer, and just I really like the portable hole with how I'm attacking the meta right now, and the meta I'm attacking right now doesn't have Titan in it. But if I were to want to really attack Titan, this would be I would cut the portable hole for a path. Titan is definitely underplayed, yeah. And it's one of those things like a deck can be underplayed, but like if it's underplayed, we're not going to attack it, right? That's kind of the mindset. But that would do it for me. I'm actually really excited to be able to stream tomorrow. I'm actually going to be streaming in the afternoon after lunch, so I'm pretty excited. I actually have tomorrow off. I hit my vacation cap, so I'm forced to take 2 days off this month. That might not necessarily be, or I just lose those hours. So I'm pretty excited to just kind of relax. I'll probably buy the Pokemon game that's coming out if I can get it. And then stream in the afternoon around lunchtime. So maybe around like noon Pacific time, 3 Eastern time. So I'm pretty excited. Going to be playing the same deck. We're essentially just trophy hunting now. I'm constantly forwarding. Like this deck is just showing up. You can rate PT bench. You can also rate Connor Man. Let's rate Connor Man. We played him earlier this league, so let's send in some love. I pre-order Pro. I was getting lazy, and I was like, I don't need a pre-order. And then I like pre-order from Target, and I think they're out of pre-orders. Where did you pre-order your free media? Where should I buy this game? Because I think at this point, if they don't have it in store, I might have to like go to Best Buy or something. But I'm hoping to have it in store. But that'll do it for me. I'm gonna be going live tomorrow, so hope everyone can catch me then. If you want to support the channel, please hit that follow button. If you want to check out my past streams, you guys can go to my YouTube. If y'all want to go get stream dates, you can follow me on Twitter, and you can join the Discord where we just talk everything Magic in there. Did the new games have the old battle tower? Like I don't know. I don't really play Pokemon. I play really, really casually. I kind of have no idea. I actually don't even know most of the Pokemon. There's new. I actually didn't play the original game. I'm kind of just playing because like the holidays are coming up, and I kind of just want like something else, another hobby. I'm not really much of a gamer, and I really only play Magic as kind of my getaway. That's the only free time I have. But with like the company shutdown I have, like I'm gonna have time to play something else. So I'm gonna be playing some. I want some Pokemon. I used my StarCard at GameStop and had them ship it to my house, so I don't have to go back. The thing is, like, I don't know if it's even available. I'm trying to avoid GameStop. That'll probably be my last place to try out. I don't want to download. I actually want to own the physical game. Jeebus Crust. That's a really funny name too. That's a great name. Jeebus Crust. That's a great name. I'll probably just call around tomorrow morning, buy it, stream, and then play in the evening. But yeah, let's send Connor Man some love. Appreciate everyone for tuning in out. This is a great stream. I want to give a shout out to Andrew for the resub and Giglio MTG Chris for the raid. Get diamond so we can get swap. We're gonna get diamond. I'm gonna get diamond. I'm the king of diamonds. That's what my name is. I have to get the on theme name, right? I have to get brilliant diamond. I have to. That has to be on theme. But I hope to catch everyone tomorrow. I know it's gonna be a different time slot. I usually stream in the evenings, but tomorrow it's gonna be in the afternoon. So hope to catch everyone then. Hope everyone can stay safe, stay healthy, and I catch you guys then. Bye. This song's really good too.